I'm curious to hear your relationship with pain. It's something I've been thinking about a lot. Like as I've been training through marathons and like for my first 100-mile race and stuff, like I've developed this relationship with pain almost. I'm curious to hear like how you treat it. Like when things get hard, like when it gets really painful, like your legs hurt.
Yeah.
It's super uncomfortable. It's tight, whatever it is. Your feet
Yeah.
hurt. How do you manage that? How do you like keep moving forward?
Yeah. I feel like all the answers I give now, like in this state of being like very perfectly fit and like I'm not in the pain cave right now.
Yeah.
So right now my view on pain is always gonna be different versus when you're actually in the agony.
Yeah.
But when I'm entering an ultra or when I'm like just in this state right now, I view pain as just being inevitable. And once you hit a point where you're actually in a lot of pain, it's kind of a good sign because you're like, oh, I'm doing something that I like doing. This is why I'm here. And, you're not going to do a 100-mile without feeling pain. You're not going to do a marathon without feeling pain. So it's like a tap on the back almost like, yeah, you're here. Good job. Keep pushing.
Yeah.
But then when you're actually in it and you feel the pain, it's hard to remember that you enjoy it. And it's hard to remember like, oh, I'm actually happy about this pain. And that happened to me at TSP. It was my friend Mikey who it was day one and I was suffering so bad and I was complaining about like this suffering. And he was like, dude, what are you talking about? Like you literally posted on Instagram 5 days ago, you were looking forward for the hurt. And I was like, oh, I was, and I still am. And then I was happy to feel the hurt again. But you just need to realize it.
Yeah. It's so much of it's just the perspective or the mindset you have. Yeah, we were talking about this I think it was Friday night when we were doing our like 4-hour run through the dark. We talked about a lot of this stuff. We went deep, but it's definitely like when you're in that moment, it's so hard. And I think I don't know, it's so tricky because it's easy to have that perspective when you're not in it. But as soon as you're in the pain cave, the reason you're in the pain cave is because you don't have that perspective. So maybe it's just a matter of like, how do you just get yourself to remember that more often and like snap back into it quicker.
Yep.
Because it's like your body, I don't know enough about it, I guess, but I don't think your body is constantly fluctuating that much. Maybe it is, but I think it's more your mind. Like your mind has these ups and downs rather than your body. Your body is always kind of feeling the same. But I think, at least in my experience, like your body reaches like a point and then it just kind of stays there. It doesn't really get that much worse, I don't think, the pain at least, but it's your mind and how you're dealing and enduring that pain, right? Is that your experience?
Yeah, apart from like injuries or something,
Right.
like it's basically just how you view the pain and how you like face it, accept it, or don't accept it. Like when you don't accept the pain, then it's probably gonna hurt the most.
Yeah, like you try and resist it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've heard that from people that have like anxiety. It's because they try to resist it. They try and like push it away and like fight it. And I think it just makes it worse.
Yeah.
Because it makes you more aware of it and whatever it is makes it worse. Interesting. That's so fascinating.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's like bottling up your emotions. Like don't do it.
you gotta just let it out.
Yeah.
Accept it.
Cry a little bit.
Interesting.